Welcome everyone to another exciting episode of Disney Animated and Remake. I am your lovely host, Miss Disney, and I have a very special treat for you here. Not only is Mr. Disney not going to be in this video, and not only is my kitties might or may not pop up, but I have a very special guest here with me. She came all the way from the other side of the Bay Bridge. I can't remember her town. She just recently knew. Okay, sue me. Anyway, here we are. Welcome onto the stage, Miss Vicki. I can't remember your new name. I'm a terrible best friend. Just come back. Just come to the camera. Hey. Oh my God. So today, as you know, today marks a very special day. In case you didn't notice my little special necklace and my little overalls.
And I don't have any special outfits.
Well, you're not a Disney fan, so that's okay. Well, you're not. You just confessed you were more of a Harry Potter fan. That's right, folks. True. We got a Harry Potter fan and a Disney fan right here. What you gonna do with us? Anyway, you do have a bunch of nerds right here. So if you have any questions to ask us, feel free to contact me or check out her video. She goes by her name, Vicki
Drexler.
There you go. I can't remember it. I can't remember to save my life. It's been a very long day, a very long week. I started my student teaching here in the county, so it really has been crazy, especially since it started off being virtual learning and everything. It's very hectic, but not as hectic as the movie that we have just watched tonight. My friend, Vicki, has actually traveled all the way here for a special movie that was supposed to come out in March.
Before the lockdown.
Yeah, before the lockdown. But she has made it up by joining me at my home to actually watch the premiere access of the new 2020 Mulan movie. And I have to say, between both the 1998 and 2020 Mulan, I honestly don't know. I really enjoyed both of them. I mean, I grew up with Mulan. I literally remember watching it at my daycare over and over and over again. Like, I even have friends that can vouch for the fact that I imitate Mulan on the playground. No lie. But tell me, what did you think? Did you like both of them, or which one did you prefer most?
I prefer the cartoon one, to be honest.
Really? Why?
Yeah. I just couldn't. I liked the remake, but I couldn't quite get into it. I don't know why.
Oh, it's because of Mushu, isn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I do have to admit that Mushu really did play a very funny role in there.
He did.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's Eddie Murphy playing a red dragon. How awesome is that?
That's true.
But in all honesty, what is it because only Mushu that made you want, say, more towards the 1998?
Not just because of Mushu. I feel like I was so attached to the cartoon one that it was hard to...
You're so devoted. Well,
yeah.
Well, to be fair, this was our first time actually watching it, so we never got the chance to actually watch it over and over. But technically, you can go on my account and watch it over and over, and maybe eventually it'll draw to you.
That's true.
Yeah.
I could, but
I'm
still attached to the cartoon one.
Yeah, as most people are, and it's pretty understandable because, quite honestly, there are a few remakes that I didn't grow attached to, like, oh gosh, I can't think of that. Oh, Pete's Dragon was one of them. I could not get to it, and that's because I grew more attached to the 1950s one than I did with the remake one. And I think it's because it did not match with the story. Whereas in the 2020, quite honestly, it did match up and it did add on more. It really, in all honesty, if you compared both the cartoon and the remake character of Mulan, they really helped develop Mulan more. Like, in the remake, Mulan is supposed to hide her true self. Like, there's spoiler alert. I'm not kidding you. Spoiler alert. If you've not seen it, look away. Turn off the screen. But if you rather take the risk of the spoiling, by all means, continue watching. I don't really care. This is me. Hello. I would watch it 5 times if I had to in the movie theater. Which I would, because I actually do have free tickets, because I was I was supposed to see it with
we
you.
were. We were supposed to see it right before the lockdown.
Yeah, and the movie theater was so nice to actually give me an option whether I wanted free tickets or a full refund. And guess which one I picked? I picked the free tickets.
I would too.
Yeah, and they gave me 5 of them, so I was like pretty happy. I was like, "Yay, I can see it 5 times." Sorry, Mr. Disney, you're not coming with me.
Maybe I'll see it for the second time.
No.
Aww.
Yeah, there's true love. There's true love right there. But yeah, if you really look in the remake Mulan character, you actually notice that she developed something that most people don't really have. It's something that they like to call chi. And from what I understand, now don't quote me, I'm not exactly a cultures expert. If you really want to look at it, Google it like everybody else in the world. Chi is basically where it's the spirit or soul inside you that kind of builds up, and when it's strong enough, it kind of serves as like a sixth sense. And I believe that's what Mulan was showing, was a sixth sense, and that's what made her like sense that little spear that was behind her when she was dueling, or that time she was on the roof. It was helping her a lot. And quite frankly, being a woman in that time period, she was not supposed to do that. Boys are supposed to be the ones that were active and military-like and whatnot. Girls were supposed to be the proper, elegant beauties ready for marriage and to bear babies. Nice and all, but...
And to cook and clean for the husband.
Oh, yeah. Let's not forget that. Cook and clean for the husband and raise the children. Oh, my goodness. A lot has changed since then. I can honestly tell you that. And quite frankly, I'm a little happy about that. At least we're able to work.
Yeah.
That's the plus side. We're able to work, whereas women couldn't back then. Anyway, so as I was saying, the women then were not allowed to actually behave in such manner. They had to be elegant. They had to be poised. They had to be quiet.
That's true.
How many times do we have to be told to be quiet? Quite often, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that hasn't changed, hasn't it? Oh,
no.
It's so horrible. Mr. Disney actually told me to shut up last night because I was watching the 1998 Mulan and singing along to it. Can you believe it? He told me to shut up. Hello? Disney nerd, sing along. Can't tell me to shut up. Nah, he loves me. He knows better. And he was trying to help me anyway. I'll tell you more about that later. It's a complete hush-hush, okay?
Alright, hush-hush.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a while, so like I said in the previous episode, it's going to be a while before the next remake popped up, and quite honestly, I didn't think it was going to be this year that they would do Mulan, and I didn't think they would put it through Disney Plus, because I was hoping they would bring it back into theaters when theaters do open up, but I was scared that they were not.
Yeah, I didn't think that they were going to bring it out after
I thought they were just going to mess up the entire Disney schedule, because next year, I believe May 24th of 2021, Cruella's going to be coming out.
I was supposed to say.
Yeah, and that is the next Oh,
Sorry.
you are?
Mm-hmm.
Is Cruella your favorite?
You know I'm a villain.
Yes, she is. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a true villain in our presence, because when I had my Descendants premiere last year, she was all over about her Maleficent.
Yes.
In fact, I mentioned her in my episode with Maleficent. So we have a true villain and we have a true princess here. So, huzzah! Okay, so anyway, as I was saying about Mulan, I actually like how these remakes always develop the princesses or the main characters, because we actually see more of them, more character development, and quite frankly, whereas the 1998 Mulan, she's a girl dressed up to be a man in order to serve her father's army, but I think there's more to it with the remake than the 1998, because her father basically told her that she had to hide her true self in order to find the perfect match at the beginning of the movie. Nice and all, but...
Didn't really like it.
No! What kind of father would say that? Right? You should always be true to yourself, no matter how weird it is. I mean, hello, you got a couple weirdos right here. I mean, for crying out loud, I talk out loud. I literally talk to people that are not even here. Hi, Frank.
And I'm more of the quiet one if you haven't noticed my hush voice.
Well, she's just nervous. This is her first video.
Yeah, I have 3 other videos, but they're mostly of my dog.
Yeah, see? So she's more of a dog lover.
I'm a dog mom, so...
Yeah, see? Dog mom. People person. What a great combo, huh?
I know, right?
Yeah. So, what I loved about this character remake is a lot of character development. We actually get to see Mulan bloom. Like, in the beginning, when she was dressed as a man, she was kind of... What would you say? Like, covered up? Like, she didn't want to...
She was afraid to show herself.
Exactly. Because she was always taught that showing true to yourself is going to bring dishonor and unhappiness. Mm-hmm. But when she finally released that, everyone accepted her.
Which I was so happy to see, because in the cartoon one, everybody was kind of despised her. And
well, to be fair, they kind of did... I wouldn't say despised her in the remake, but they definitely... were following with customs that if you showed dishonesty or disloyalty or treachery, you're expelled from the Imperial Army, which is understandable because when you're in a elaborate military like that, there is some protocols that she would know. She's actually a military wife.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I won't tell you which one because I believe it's a hush-hush, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we will move on from there, but... So she knows all about military. In fact, during the whole movie, she was saying about, yep, did that.
I was basically stating about my husband's boot camp training.
Yeah, exactly. So we actually do have someone that has not witnessed it, but has someone in the military that's been through it. So it was actually pretty nice to share that experience in the movie and have you say, he did that. He did that.
Similar stuff to what they were doing.
Yeah. But yeah, but at least in the remake they did not fully shun her. I mean, for crying out loud, even her love interest. Oh, I can't remember his name.
I don't even remember.
They changed it. They went from Shang to
some
Juan or Juan. We'll figure it out later. We'll probably write it down later.
Let's Google it.
You're gonna Google in the middle of a video? What's the matter with you?
Sorry.
That's okay. You could be the backup resources.
Alrighty.
But yeah, when it came to the fact that she returned to seek help, or at least to warn them that the bad guys were coming to the Imperial Palace to take on the Emperor, they didn't really shun her out. In fact, they made her a leader. And she ended up showing her true self. And quite honestly, that's like really great. I really love that character development. And it really brought on... What'd you find?
That the guy? I can't remember.
Oh, Huang Hui. I apologize if I can't pronounce things properly. This is our first night seeing it.
Sorry, I'm touching my face. Okay.
I'm not touching your face.
No, I was saying I was touching my face.
Oh, okay.
That thing to do after COVID. But, Shen? Is that his name?
Shen Hong Hui.
Yeah,
it's spelled Honghui. If you know how to pronounce it, please put the pronunciation in the comments. I would really appreciate it. As much as I do love the cultures and actually respect them, or at least I try to, I can't for the life of me pronounce them properly unless I'm trained or taught to. And quite frankly, we only watched the movie once to really hear the name.
Well, it wasn't really our fault because when they were talking, it was like hush.
Yeah, that's true. My TV was very weird.
Hi there, kitty.
Sorry,
that's okay. They know I have cats. Which one is that one?
I think it is. Are you Quinn or Buddy?
Does it have a spot?
It's Quinn.
Hi, Quinny.
Are you gonna come say hi and?
Here's another thing that I found interesting, and a lot of people have actually started not liking the remake because of this one itty bitty little difference, and that's no Mushu. And quite honestly, I really do like it. I really like how they added the phoenix because I actually did research. While the dragon does represent strength and bravery and well, I can't remember at the top of my head what else.
I don't remember either.
And that does fit the first movie, because there is a theory that when Mulan was in the dragon statue, when she, after fighting with her father, there's a theory that the dragon spirit that was inside the statue kind of went inside her, and that's what motivated her to actually take her father's place.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's strength and bravery. Whereas the phoenix represents male and female, and it represents a balance, which is what Mulan is about. Finding the balance of herself. She was always taught to keep her true self bottled up and not be the perfect daughter. And yeah, it's okay, but it's no, I really don't like that.
I don't
either.
No.
But what's great is that the phoenix, the guardian, the family guardian, or the village guardian, represented the harmony of being true to herself. Like, she is Mulan. She can be a warrior as well as a girl. Because let's face it, we need more women that have willpower and strength. We need women that represents loyalty, bravery, and true.
Yes. Loyalty, bravery, and true.
Yeah, loyal, brave, and true.
The end. Well, I'm not going to spoil it.
Yeah, don't spoil it. We're not supposed to be
it.
Spoiling too much.
I always spoil the endings for my husband whenever I watch movies before he does.
Yeah, and if he ends up finding out about this, you're in deep doo doo. Yeah, that's in words of Jar Jar Binks, so shush. Yeah, I'm mixing Star Wars with Disney, which I guess it's okay now, since Star Wars is technically Disney now. To a lot of people's eyes. So,
Getting distracted by Quinn.
that's okay. Lots of people get distracted. He likes to disrupt people. He likes to disrupt my meetings whenever I have work.
He's playing with my cord right now.
Oh.
There's a charge to my phone.
Well, you better be careful he doesn't try to eat it.
Don't eat it, please. It's my only one.
Ugh.
Sorry, I talk that way.
But
My cat.
in all honesty, I like how they changed it up. Yes, Mushu did represent the funny, brave, and strength side. Like, he did in a way provide strength to Mulan, whereas she probably couldn't figure out, at least on her own. But I really like the beauty as well as the visual aid of what the Phoenix represented, and the fact that even though she wasn't really like talking and all there, but she was there long enough to actually bring courage to Mulan,
That's
like
what I felt
bringing her true strength.
Yeah.
Especially when in times that she is down, like when she got lost, the Phoenix led her the way. During a battle, the Phoenix was there.
Yeah.
Every time, and I think that was beautiful, and I love the Phoenix, and this may be a Harry Potter moment. Yes, I was a Harry Potter fan. Shut up.
I will bring you back to the dark side.
No, you will not. But quite honestly, the Phoenix actually does represent rebirth. So maybe in a way, the reason why the Phoenix is part of the Mulan remake is because she was reborn. Because let's face it, as a kid, she was can't talk. She was wild. She was true. Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
She was wild. She was true. She was that word you said that I can't pronounce now. And then they kind of died her down to where she was more grounded and more earthly and very unhappy. But then when she joined the army, it sparked something back up. Like, she died and resurfaced again. That's another beautiful thing to think about. Too. Yeah, see, it's starting to grow on you now. Ha ha ha.
There were some certain parts that I liked.
Okay, yeah, certain parts. Quite honestly, I love them all, but I love both of them because they're both equally good. Now, I do like the fact that in the remake they were more inclined to their culture.
Mm.
The only difference that I have a problem with is maybe some Chinese words not included, but that's okay. It's a Disney movie. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but as long as they came very close to the actual cultural truth, I say that is okay. If they did a much better job in the remake than they did in the animated, which quite frankly I think they did, they stuck to the actual legend of Hua Mulan.
Mm.
which it is true. I have researched it. You don't doubt me? Look it up.
I'm not doubting.
Yeah. But the only difference is that in the legend, she kind of committed suicide.
What?
Yeah, it's true. In the
I need to read the book.
It's a poem.
Oh.
Yeah, in the actual legend, when she was discovered to be a woman after the war, she was sent to the emperor to be a concubine, and she didn't want that, so one night she killed herself.
I need to look all this stuff up when I get home.
See, you learn something new when you're on my show.
Yes, I do.
So I am glad that Disney stuck with changing the endings like they did with most books, like Cinderella's stepsisters having their eyes gouged out, or Snow White's stepmother walking around with red hot iron slippers
Ow.
at a wedding in the snow.
God.
Yeah, grim fairy tales are very dark, as well as most of the true stories that many of these Disney movies came from.
Well, I did read Red Riding Hood from the Grimm's book, and that was pretty gross too.
Well, yeah, the wolf ate him.
Yeah, I know. I read it.
Yeah. Like I said, the true stories are definitely different than the Disney, but I love the fact that Disney tried to tweak it a little to where it matches the story, but the endings are completely different, and they're happy. And quite frankly, I think in this ending, Mulan was definitely a lot happier than she was in the 1998 movie. I mean, in the 1998, she did come home. Hi, Mr. Disney.
Hey, Mr. Disney.
Mr. Disney was spying on us, as he always does. Anyway, in the 1998, Mulan came home. She received great honor for her family and for her country. She received her forgiveness from her father, and that was great. And of course, not to mention, Shang came in and got a little nice with the family. So that ending was pretty awesome. But quite honestly, the ending that they put off in the remake was truly much better than the animated one, quite honestly. You want us to come in and say hi, Mr. Disney?
Mrs. Disney has some exciting news.
That will be coming in November.
My lips are sealed.
You didn't let me finish. You have to watch more episodes to find out what that exciting news is.
It is true, folks. There is some exciting news bringing your way, and which is another reason why I haven't been doing a lot of videos, because Mrs. Disney has not been feeling very good, and not in the COVID-19 way. Well, most people started thinking that it was, but it wasn't.
Thank God.
I was tested, and I was tested negative, but there was just something else that happened, but I don't want to jinx it yet, so we're just going to keep it a tight lid. If you are very curious, then you need to pay very close attention in the near future. Who knows? It may be a birthday announcement from Mr. Disney. It's 2 months early, but we're hopefully safely out of the danger zone. We'll call it.
Okay, I won't say anything.
Shoot, you can't. So back to Mulan. So the ending, I will not spoil it, but I will honestly say that in the remake, she truly was happy with what she was deserved, and that came right in the matchmaker's face. Yeah.
Oh, she was heartbroken, I want to say.
I want to say heartbroken.
More like, what would you say?
I say like
Surprised?
she was surprised, stunned, because you have to understand, a
That's the
matchmaker.
word I was looking for, surprise.
A matchmaker is supposed to be someone that's very prideful and very ambitious, and once her word is given, its word was given, or her word is given. And she was proven wrong. Oh, yeah. She called Mulan a disgrace in the beginning of it.
That broke my heart. That's when I was heartbroken. I was like, you.
It would break any woman's heart to find out that the matchmaker says you are unfitted to be a bride, or you're not suited to be with a man, or you bring dishonor to your family. That's quite honestly the most heartbreaking thing to hear, especially if coming from me, an actual family person. So, no offense. I'm pretty sure you're a family person too.
I am.
Okay. But to hear that from the matchmaker, who was supposed to be like the town official or something, or a snobbish rich
woman.
Yeah.
A witch with a capital B.
Hey, now this is supposed to be rated PG.
I did say witch with a capital B.
Well, to be fair, I didn't even rate any of these episodes, so it could be safe. It's for any age, so. But I'd rather be safe than sorry, because you never know who's watching, especially if you're my students.
And Wonder.
Hi, Wonder.
Hey.
Hi. Yeah, we haven't. Oh, and he's blocking Vicki.
And everyone loves to see cat booty.
There he goes. See, I told you there was some guest stars in here. You didn't believe me. You probably did, because you guys know how my cats like to pop up. So is there anything else we should discuss about Mulan? Anything you want to add or say anything?
I don't know.
Should we talk about the villain?
Yes, let's talk about the villain.
Yeah, because we've got Shan Yu from the 1998, and we got Bori Khan, and the witch never had a name, did she?
Actually, no. Sorry, I got a cat hair on my nose.
Are you allergic to cats?
No.
Okay.
It's just fluffy.
Okay. Well, he is a Maine Coon, or part Maine Coon, so.
I noticed that.
Okay, we'll call her the witch since we never actually learned her name in the movie.
Let me Google it.
Leave it to Vicki to Google everything during a live video.
Okay, let's see here.
Anyway.
I'm trying to get this cat hair off my nose. It's tickling. Okay, let's see here. The witch. Does she even... I'm trying to see if she has an actual name.
Actually...
Is that... No, that looks like her sister. Sorry.
I think that may be Xiaoyan Long.
That looks like her.
Yeah, she does like her. Okay, so we have an actual name, but I'm still going to call her the witch because... Like I said, I'm not very good with pronunciation, so if I mispronounce anything, I'm sorry. I'm not very good. So, quite honestly, which villain did you prefer more, the animated or the remakes?
To be honest with you, I liked that they added a witch, but the witch is in the story, like you said, right? She's in the book.
She was not in the story. She was actually supposed to be in the 1998 movie, like supposed to be the exact opposite of Mulan. Like it's the same concept, just like they did with the remake, where she is someone with very big chi, but she was branded a witch because of her chi and the fact that she was being true to herself, which left her completely branded as an outsider and an outcast. And
sort of like Mulan.
Yeah, sort of like Mulan.
Well, actually, just like Mulan, I should say.
Except the only difference is when Mulan actually got older and she saved everyone, they welcomed her. Whereas this witch, long time ago probably, she
wasn't welcomed.
No, and quite frankly, I think that's a lot like today's society. Is whereas if you're different, or if you behave differently, or if you act differently, really, that people tend to give you the stink eye.
Yeah.
And take it from someone like me, someone that actually uses her imagination a lot on the playground, always played by herself. You get branded very quickly, and it did hurt, but. Quite honestly, it has grown me to be the stronger person that I am today.
We were both bullied when we were younger. So.
Oh yeah, we were both bullied in a very big way.
And now look at us.
Yeah, we're strong, independent women with strong, independent husbands and a loving, strong, independent family who happen to have animals as kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that took a twist, didn't it?
Yeah.
And quite honestly, I think I do prefer the remake villains more because we actually we did get a little bit more of the background from them than we did with Shan Yu.
Yeah.
Because Shan Yu, we just knew him as this big bully that took 1,000 people army and basically rampaged everything. I mean, oh my God, he killed a family. He killed a kid that had a doll. What kind of a person would do that?
And after you mentioned that, when we were watching it again this evening, we noticed a lot more darker stuff in Mulan.
Yeah, that's true. I was just telling you that as a kid, because I would watch this over and over, there was, that scene with the village of how the Chancellor mentioned to the captain that pointed something out that was over a ridge, and it turns out it was bodies and bodies of dead soldiers. Quite honestly, folks, I was an innocent child. I did not know what it was. I thought it was rumbled village buildings.
That's exactly what I thought when I was a kid. I thought it was just rumbled, like you said, a burnt down village.
Yeah, because let's face it, that's what we were introduced to in the village, was a burnt down village. It was completely destroyed, and it had a little doll that was still intact, but still, a child was murdered.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there are cruel people out in the world, and I guess watching it as a grown-up woman now,
you see it a lot differently.
Yeah, especially since now that I saw that there were actual corpses in the movie. Oh my God, Disney went dark there. And I thought Snow White's forest was dark. Ooh, if you remember that.
Actually, I think the last time I watched Snow White, like the cartoon one, was when I was a little kid. So
Well, there was only one cartoon that was Disney related.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, I know what you meant. Because let's face it,
Did they do a remake of Snow White?
no, but there is actually news that they are planning a remake of Snow White.
Oh.
But it's not a spoiler. It's actually been rumored for about several years. And there's more.
What's that?
Snow White actually has a sister.
Say what?
Rose Red. They are making a remake movie sequel that features Snow White's sister, Rose Red. And rumor has it is that she's on a journey to find the prince, to bring the prince to Snow White to wake her up.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's pretty interesting, and I'm looking forward to that. I love the fact that we went from Mulan to Snow White. What is up with us?
We get sidetracked easily.
Well, it's also a Disney episode, so I think we're in the clear.
Yeah.
And we have been talking about Mulan quite frequently, so it's okay to use a little bit of side references from time to time. But in all honesty, I really prefer Bori Khan over.
Sorry. Mr. Disney.
Yeah, Mr. Disney's working on the house, and he picked the poor timing. But quite honestly, I prefer Bori Khan because he actually did have a background story that made him be the villain that he was in the movie. His father was killed by the Emperor, and he wanted revenge. Quite frankly, that is a very decent backstory for a villain, whereas they lost their parent or guardian or even a whole village and they turn bad. Classic Disney, right? Classic villain right there. Whereas we didn't really get a whole lot of the witch other than the fact that she was exactly like Mulan, but she was outcast at a very young age because she revealed herself. Quite honestly, I can see how it could go both ways. I think Mulan could have turned out to be an equal villain too, if the circumstances were different. Like if she used her chi to, I don't know, kill.
I was actually I'm just kind of not going to happen in Mulan, but I wish that they kind of had her join the witch.
Oh, you never know. There has been a lot of Disney twisted tales lately. Like recently, I've been reading Reflection, a twisted tale, which features not Mulan being stabbed by Shan Yu, but Shang Li being stabbed, and it takes them onto an incredible journey. To learn more, yes, but you heard Buddy trying to climb on to get a moth. That's no surprise there. But
Hello there. Hello there. Are you coming to say hello? Simba.
he's like, don't do that.
Long live the king.
Hey, get your butt out of there. But in quite honesty, I think I prefer the remake villains over Shan Yu. I mean, no offense to Shan Yu, he was a badass villain. Yes, I can say that. And especially since he killed an entire village and he probably killed more people. Especially in the beginning when he said, "How many men does it take to deliver a message?" 1.
I remember that.
Yeah. He was a good villain.
He was
a good villain, but not as good as Bori Khan and the Witch, because quite honestly, they have a background that led up to how they came to be. And if you guys know me and you've seen my episodes, that's all that I really look for is, and the fact that's why I love the remake so much is because it adds more to the story. It's not point.
It's true.
The only complaint I have about it is that we didn't see the transformation of Mulan when she went from her beautiful, gorgeous self.
Spoilers.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you for stopping me.
She
No,
knows
no.
that a lot.
Yeah, see, that's how much of a fan I am, is that when I get really into it, I really get into it. So thank you for actually stopping me. But I will say that they did have another transformation that really was probably just as impressive as the animated one. I honestly think so. It really showed her true self.
I think it did too.
Yeah, oh my goodness. I mean, I want to say it.
I know.
It
just came out on Disney Plus tonight. Let
I
all the
know
fans
we should have
watch it.
We should have waited at least another week. But who's to say when's the next time? Oh wait, next time I'll see you is Halloween.
Yeah.
Hey, spoiler alert! You may see us on Halloween dressed up as the Sanderson sisters.
It's all just a bunch of hocus pocus.
Oh my God! Can you imagine the people hearing that?
Oh gosh.
All
I'll have to go to the
right.
Halloween store if it comes out.
Oh yeah, that's
Get
that's a good question.
I can get Sarah, the blonde.
Yes.
I gotta go as her.
Come, little children, I'll take thee away into a land of enchanted. Okay, we're getting off task again.
Okay, sorry.
But still, it's still a Disney
That's
movie,
true.
so it's acceptable. And we are excited because we have not seen each other in 6 months. Because we were, like I said, we were originally planning on seeing Mulan March 23rd when it came out. But it did not happen!
I know.
That's the one thing I did not like about this quarantine, is the fact that we were not allowed to go to theaters.
Or go to the Disney store.
Oh, no, yeah, even that made it even worse. I mean, I couldn't even try on clothes. Yes, I do try on clothes. Hello, I'm wearing an outfit. I couldn't try on clothes or anything because I didn't know about the return policy. Oh, but we did make it up, and because quarantine has lifted off a bit with some minor differences, which we're willing to bear for a little while, it's still pretty great. And we are still planning a trip in the near future to the Disney store, and hopefully when theaters come up again, we will be visiting Cruella. That features Emma Stone, and guess what? Emma Thompson, who played Mrs. Potts, is going to be in it too.
Oh yay!
Yeah, I think she's going to be a baroness or something. Spoiler alert! It's not really spoiler. If you really are a Disney fan and you know about this, congratulations, you're on the spot. If you don't, shame on you.
Yeah, shame.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Everybody doesn't have to love Disney, but let's face it, this is a Disney video. If you're not into Disney, why are you here? Yeah, other than to watch two strange women being crazy.
Disney crazy?
Yeah, Disney crazy. Yeah. Alright, is there anything else we should discuss about Mulan? Other than my splendorous outfit and my beautiful necklace and let's see, we covered I think the love interest we should kind of hold off on, because there wasn't really much.
I didn't really see a love interest with them. I saw more as a friendship.
Yeah, same with the 1998, because let's face it, and that's what I love about Mulan, is that they weren't focused on the love story as the past books or movies have been.
Which I'm glad about that.
Excuse me, guys, my voice is a little graspy from the popcorn. I ate 2.5 buckets of popcorn, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm actually kind of glad that this is like one of the few Disney movies that they did a remake on that doesn't have a love interest.
I know, right?
Sorry, I can't speak right now.
That's okay. It's a lot of talking today.
That's true.
We got dry throat, and we've been going like, what? No!
And I was over there screaming at the end when she killed my villain.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
I have a spoiler alert too.
But wait. We didn't say which villain, so we may be in the clear. Because
that's true.
Technically, the remake had 2 villains.
Yes.
The witch and Bori Khan. So at least we didn't say which one. So shush. Yeah, I'm saying that a lot. It's a new thing now. Get over it. But yeah, okay. So we're gonna leave out the love interest because there wasn't really one there.
It was mostly friends.
Yeah,
it was in the friend zone.
Yeah, I mean, when you're a guy or you're pretending to be a guy, and
I think he knew that she was pretending.
I think he had a hunch, but
because when she was in the okay.
Yeah.
I'm bad at spoiling stuff too.
Yeah, but let's just say that something may be there, but we weren't sure if it was in that type of direction. like in a relationship type, or if it's just friendship type.
I think he wanted more, but she didn't.
So you also got to remember the time period too, because
That too.
maybe love wasn't really meant to be there yet, because
Maybe there'll be a sequel. You never
well,
know.
there is a sequel. They have just announced it in June that there's going to be a sequel.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to it. And
Maybe it'll be on their two stories together.
well, maybe, who knows? Or it could continue with Mulan's legend.
That's
I really hope so, because I would like to see more of what goes on with Mulan. Oh my goodness, Vicki, we just doubled my usual time.
Oh, sweet.
So you can tell that this video actually inspired us both, and there's a lot to talk about with this movie. And yes,
We
it's
can make it a part 2 if you wanted to.
maybe we'll see. Usually, I try to keep my videos in one video. It's part of the entertainment process, and let's face it, we can't be entertaining in our own way. And quite frankly, the longer the video, the more that it shows that this movie really did spark our interest.
It did.
Yeah. I can't tell if that was a cat or Mr. Disney being silly. But, I honestly think that this movie really did deserve the grade that it did, which I heard was a B+, and quite frankly, yeah, I think it deserved a B+,
I did
A-.
I think it deserved a B+, but
Oh, you think it's a B+? Okay, well,
Yeah.
well, that's you. You're not the teacher.
yeah, okay.
No, when it comes to Disney, I should be the teacher here, huh? All right, so we covered the character, we covered the creatures, we covered we covered the villains, we covered the supposed love interest. What else should we cover? Do you think that's about it?
I think that's about it, because I don't think we want to spoil it for everyone.
Yeah, especially since this is opening night of the Disney Plus
Yeah.
Mulan, and quite honestly, I was really hoping that it would come out on Blu-ray and DVD first before they put it on Disney Plus, because you guys know that I love collecting the DVDs and Blu-rays anyway, because I live in a house with no internet. I'm gonna be honest. There's no internet in my house. I would literally have to get a hotspot just to watch Disney Plus on the big screen, which is what we had to do. And I'm amazed that my hotspot is still working, because Mr. Disney's watching Onward. Or at least he was. So, yeah. And quite frankly, if something were to happen with the hotspot or my phone, how am I going to watch my favorite movies? That is on Disney Plus. That's why I'd rather have the hard copy versions of them, because 1, I do have a collection. 2, it's just in case something were to happen to my internet or supposed internet or my phone. I would be enjoying it in hard copy. And quite frankly, I'm old-fashioned. I'm 30 years old and I'm old-fashioned. Deal with it.
I watched Harry Potter on Blu-ray DVD, so
See? We're a bunch of oldies.
I got a whole case full of DVDs. You should come look at them someday.
Well, don't do that. Then they'll try to find you.
Oh, I was talking about you. You should come
That's
over
true.
and watch and look at my DVD collection.
That's true. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. You have a DVD collection?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You don't have internet either.
Oh, we have internet.
Oh. Well, you're no
But-
fun.
I like to be old school sometimes and pop in a DVD.
Yeah, so, see, being old school is not too bad. And at least, if you're working from home and,
Or
you
if
can't...
you're a stay-home wife like me, military wife.
Yeah, or if if something's wrong with your internet, just pop in the movie and you can work while you're watching the movie, so...
Or diamond paint and watch a movie.
Oh, yeah, even diamond painting. Oh, yeah. I actually got her into diamond painting
Yes.
when this quarantine started. Now she can't stop.
No, it's addicting. My husband has been buying me diamond paintings left and right.
Oh, my
Actually,
God.
just recently he bought me a Hocus Pocus diamond painting.
I hate you. I really hate you.
I know.
All right, I think that's enough time as it is.
Yeah.
All right, tune in next time as we cover another Disney animated remake. I will be honest with you guys, the next remake is Cruella, but I will not technically be covering it unless my dear friend suggests that I do. Mainly because you guys... I heard that. Mainly because I have already done a 101 Dalmatians remake episode, and I try my very best not to like repeat it as much, but if Cruella is as good as I'm hearing it is good, there may be a chance 101 Dalmatian episode may have a part 2 in a later episode, but it is yet to be seen. Quite frankly, I'm trying to save all of the episodes to any of the new remakes that are not prequels or sequels to the originals. Try to cover up those and compare them to the actual animated one. See what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Because
it might be different. It might be Corella's whole life story.
It is.
I know. But I'm just saying.
It is.
Okay, dumb blonde moment.
Yeah, well, yeah. We're both blondes.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, so tune in next time. If you really like this video, please check us out at Miss Disney. Subscribe to my button. If you really want to check out her 3 videos and her dog,
Yeah, that's not that
check her out. She is Vicki
Drexler.
That's D-R-U-X...
D-R-E-X.
Why don't you spell it?
D-R-E-X-L-E-R.
There you go. She should know her own last name better than I do.
And V-I-C-K-I. Not a Y.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so tune in next time as we explore another remake. You may check out any other videos that may be popping up. If you are a true fan of Mrs. Disney and you really want to know what that special announcement is.
I know, but I won't tell.
Yeah, she knows, but she won't tell.
I'm excited.
Yeah, she's excited. We're all excited. So tune in for that special announcement in the near future. It could be a birthday announcement, could be a Thanksgiving announcement. Either way, stay tuned. Till next time, bye!
Sayonara.